Welcome one, welcome all to Season 20 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As we are here today at Daytona International Speedway, and as Larry McReynolds and Darrell Waltrip always says, the night time is the right time. And that's what we got here today at Daytona International Speedway, under the lights for the Gatorade Twin 125s to settle the field lineup for the Season 20 Daytona 500. And this is race number 1 that we're having here today on this 2.5 mile racetrack. And you can see right there the crowds are just absolutely packed for this race here today. So this is race number 1 is what we're going to have here today. And here's the start lineup for race number 1 on the pole. It is the pole sitter for the Daytona 500, Jessica Shelton. In number 94, the McDonald's Ford. She'll be flanked by car 43, McDonald's, the STP Pontiac of Joshua Collard on the outside. Row 2 has Becca Tellier in the Valvoline Ford car number 6, and she'll be flanked by her KB Enterprises teammate Kat Batson, the Quality Care Service Ford Credit Ford Thunderbird car number 88. Row 3 has Jesse Turner in car 75, the Remington Arms Ford, and beside him will be car number 1, Trent Dunham in the Pennzoil Chevrolet. Going to the 4th row, it's Jonathan Zorlin, number 7, the Exide Barriers Ford, and number 25, the Budweiser Chevrolet, one of the rookies in the field, Ben Crouch, is alongside. Going to row 5, it's Ashlyn Boyd in car 11, the Lowe's Home Improvement Ford, and beside him will be Mike Becker in car 44, the Hot Wheels Pontiac. Row 6 has Tony Green in car number 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet, and Seth Cole in car 98, the RCA Ford. Going to row number 7, it's Cole Deaver in the GM Goodrich Service Plus Chevrolet. Beside him, Carter Friesen, another rookie in the Olive Garden Restaurants Chevrolet, car number 71. Going to row number 8, it's Jay Jefferson in car number 90, the Heilig Myers Ford, and car number 22, Dylan Poteet in the MB&A Pontiac, car number 22. Going the next row down, it's row number 9, I believe. It's Johnny Gardner in the Family Channel Ford, car number 16, and Quentin Moore in car 21, the Citgo Ford. Going to row number 10, it's William Brock in car number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet, and Sean Ard in car number 13, the First Plus Loans Ford. And starting shotgun in the field, the hard luck guy of last season, as far as the championship, Keith Batson in the Texaco Haviland Ford, car number 28. So, of course, this is to determine the lineup for the Daytona 500 as for season 20. And obviously, of course, the front row is locked in. Jessica Shelton, one of the drivers, locked in for the 500 already because she's the pole sitter for the event. And if somebody else besides her, and if somebody but her wins this race, then he or she will be granted a third starting position by winning the 125-mile qualifier. Unless if Shelton wins the race, then obviously she maintains her pole sitting starting spot. So, and then the rest of the positions fall where they may on the inside of each row. This is the inside row starters in one race for the 500. The second race will have the outside row starters, as always. And positions 3 through 41 will be determined by the finishing order of this race. So this is simple. So the rules here are short, simple, and straightforward. That's how we do it in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. None of this complicated mess BS that the real NASCAR goes through, and plus I'm ADHD, so there you go. So anyway, here the field awaiting the word to fire the engines here. Ford, of course, has the chokehold on the manufacturer's breakdown over Chevrolet and Pontiac in this season. So with all that said, here comes the command to fire the engines here at Daytona.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
So the field's given the command to fire the engines here for this Daytona 500, or the qualifying race is what it is. The Gatorade Twin 125s. In-car cameras in this race will be carried by, well, one is of course one of them is going to be our pole sitter, Jessica Shelton. The other in-car camera will be carried by Seth Cole in number 98. There he is. Yeah, there he is in the RCA Ford. And our third in-car camera will be carried by the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet of Cole Deaver. He has our third in-car camera in today's event. So there you see the field lined up down the stretch. There's Keith Batson. It'll be fun to see him try to make his way up to the field from the 21st starting position. That's where he starts in this race here. Out of the 21 cars that's in this race. Pole speed for the Daytona 500 itself, 194 miles per hour. That's how fast the pole speed was for this event. And oh no, Shelton's got a problem with her car to start things off. Oh my gosh, the pole sitter for the event is already on the apron of the track, and she has got a problem with the car. And she'll be sitting on pit road as the green flag flies for this race. And the pace car will duck off with Shelton. Meantime, it's going to move Becca Tellier up to the front row as the green flag flies, and we are underway in the Twin 125 qualifiers. But the good news, at least for Jessica Shelton, at least she will have a... good news, at least for Jessica Shelton, she keeps her pole starting position regardless, but oh my god. Heartbreaker to kick things off in the 125s, but nonetheless, Becca Tellier has the pole, moved up to the pole position for the first race, and here she is in the lead right now with Joshua Collard and Jesse Turner right there behind. That's second and third position right there, and now here comes Jonathan Sorlin, number 7, as the field comes off quarter number 4. About to complete the first lap here, and Keith Batson already moving his way up to the field. And you hear this engine, and you hear the engine package we have here at Daytona and Talladega both, the restrictor plate engine sound. And up to the lead goes Jesse Turner in car 75. To the second position now goes number 7, Jonathan Zorlin. 24 laps are the distance for each duel at Daytona. Ashland Boyd, a former Daytona winner himself there. He's moved up to the third position now in car number 11, the Lowe's Ford. His win at Daytona came, I think we were using the Aero 88 mod a couple seasons back, and that was in the Pepsi 400 at this event. On board Cole Deaver's car for the roof cam. Deaver running in 5th position right now as he moves inside of Jesse Turner for position. And then running right behind the 33 of Tony Green. Completing the third lap of the event, fastest lap of the event so far, Dylan Poteet at 192.5 miles an hour. As the field rounds corner number 2 here, Ashland Boyd up to the lead, but here comes the black number 3, Cole Deaver. As he makes his way into the inside for the number 1 spot here, he's getting the push from Johnny Gardner in 16, and we're getting word it was a gearbox failure on Jessica Shelton's car that caused her to be out of the race for even before she took the green flag. for the Gatorade 125s. As I said, good news for her. She does keep the pole sitting starting position, though, at least for her. So don't think one driver just bows out gracefully as far as the as far as knowing you have the front row for the event and letting the others fight it out. Don't think that's the case. Inside goes Johnny Gardner, number 16 to the inside. Gardner, you remember last season, broke his long storied losing streak last season when he won at Pocono. Now staying with the same ride, the family channel forward, and here comes Ashlyn Boyd to the inside lane. Side by side, Gardner led the lap. And here comes Boyd, a pair of Fords going on, and look at this, from 21st on to 3rd is Keith Batson. And Batson, did not like qualifying the slowest on Daytona qualifying day, but I tell you what, he is definitely making up for that right now as he goes to the inside and proving the car is excellent in the draft. And here comes Quentin Moore in car 21. Looking for the number 2 position here, and here comes 13 at Sean Ard, one of the many rookies in this field. And I say the rookie of the year class this season is going to be absolutely epic this season. And Batson led the lap barely, but I thought he was going to get caught in the middle of a 3-wide situation, but that didn't happen. But here comes Quentin Moore, and he's going to take the Morgan Shepherd cars to the lead. That is a 1995 Thunderbird that Quentin Moore will be driving all season long. And of course, if you know Quentin Moore, of course he's about he's the ultimate Morgan Shepherd fan when it comes to the NR community. And looking pretty strong right now is that sit-go forward, but Sean Ard giving that First Plus Financial ride a good run here as he moves into second position. He is one of the 2 Ford Tauruses we have in this Daytona 500. The other 4 teams, of course, running the Thunderbirds. And here comes Ard to the inside. Moore throws the block on him. And here comes Poteet, car 22, to the inside. He'll take the number 2 position, or 3 position, excuse me. Carter Friesen up to 4th position. Here comes Poteet for the number 2 spot as he moves inside of Sean Ard. Ard was at the track here. Carter Friesen is going to try to help him a little bit, but to no avail as he's also caught to the outside of the racetrack. And here comes Keith Batson, car 28 to the inside. Another time as he's now got the push from Mike Becker in 44. So the rookies you got in this field here, Sean Ard is in this race here. Carter Friesen, the 25 car who you're looking at right there, that's Ben Crouch. He's in this race this season. He's in the season there. He's running for Rookie of the Year this season. And I think he's one of the 3 rookies in this first race in the 125s. And of course, a lot of the other rookies will be in race number 2. On board Seth Cole's car. Seth Cole making his way to the field here as we're about to complete the 10th lap of this race. Average speed after 9 laps, 189.357 miles an hour. The average. Dylan Poteet's now the leader with Keith Batson in second position. Third is Mike Becker. And Ben Crouch in that 25 car up to the 4th position. And now Seth Cole moving inside of Quentin Moore. That's for 5th place you're seeing on the screen as you're riding on the roof cam of Seth Cole's car. And right there behind him is one of the KAB Enterprises cars. That's Kat Batson. Her Keith and Becca Tellier are all in this race. The lone exception is Jason Haywood, who will be in the second. Who will be in race number 2 in the Square D Ford. And here comes Kat Batson moving inside there. She now moves in, and she's about ready to move inside of her husband Keith. Side by side of turn number 4. Kat pretty much saying hello, Keith. And here comes Mike Becker to the inside as he pulls inside for the lead on Poteet. And apparently something went awry with the 11 cars as Ashlyn Boyd slowed just a little bit. But is now back running again. Johnny Gardner caught in the middle now between Tony Green and the 71 of Carter Friesen. And now Johnny and Carter, they're hooked up to the outside of the racetrack here. Cole Deaver about to be shoved back to last place in this duel here, as he and William Brock, who's staying with the number 4 Kodak ride for this season, the winner last season at California Speedway, running pretty strong here. And speaking of running strong, one of the rookies just led his first lap. That's Ben Crouch in the 25 Budweiser car, as he's taking the lead. Halfway through this twin 125s here, 13 in the books or 12 laps in the books, and 12 laps are left to go. Off corner number 4 they come here. Ben Crouch looking pretty strong here as he leads his second lap of the race. Cat Batson up to second position. Third now is Jay Jefferson, who's now in the 90 car this season, the Heilig Mars Ford for Jenny Donlevy Racing. And a couple more veterans moving their way up through there. Trent Dunham in the 1. Here comes Joshua Collard, the outside pulser for this duel in the 43 STP Pontiac. And here comes Jefferson inside for the number 2 position. He's going to get the shove from Trent Dunham. My Fraps is going crazy here. But so far, Ben Crouch doing a pretty good job keeping the lead, as we're now down to 10 laps to go in race number 1 of the Twin 125s, trying to get themselves a better starting position for the Daytona 500. Crouch started his race in the 8th position, so he's doing pretty strong here today. As now Jefferson and Dunham. Here comes Jefferson inside for the number 1 spot. He's going to get the shove from Joshua Collard. Dunham up the high side. Here comes Jesse Turner, Ashlyn Boyd down low in the number 11 car, and she's got the 6 of Becca Tellier, and there's Jesse Turner right there behind Becca, in the Turner in the 75 Remington car. Average speed through 15 laps, 190.5 miles per hour. Down the back stretch they come. Ashlyn Boyd moves inside. That's for 3rd spot. And Seth Cole way up the high side of the racetrack and losing spots is now, you see, several cars making their way, slicing and dicing here, as now Keith Batson moves inside of Dylan Pote. He's going to move in front of Cole Deaver. Batson, the pride of the state of Maine. Deaver from the state of Georgia, who considers this track his home track, because he lives near the Florida line, actually, the Georgia-Florida line. So he considers this track his home track instead of Atlanta Motor Speedway. a track he has won at before in the series. In fact, he won at Atlanta last season. Deaver did that is. And while Batson's win came at Rockingham in the AC Delco 400 last season. And here he is. He moves inside of his wife, Kat, as in the 88 car. So I guess you might say what goes around comes around for the Batson team. But anyway, they're trying to move their way up to the field now as Batson and Deaver try to hook up. On board, Cole Deaver's car another time. You heard Deaver have to back up the throttle just a little bit here as he moves inside of Batson. 6 laps to go in race number 1. And up front goes Joshua Coward in car 43. He's in first. Second is Jesse Turner looking inside for the lead. Third is Tony Green in 33. The Skull Bandit Chevy, who now moves inside now. Here comes Tony Green. He's going to get the shove. And here comes Batson and Deaver to the inside. They split. They now move inside of William Brock as now Brock's caught up in the middle now in the 4 car. Five laps to go. Cole Deaver with the fastest lap of the race series. You see right there, 194.3 miles an hour. So they're drafting the same speeds as they qualified at. And here comes Batson. He's going to make a 3 wide for the lead underneath Tony Green and Joshua Card. And Cole Deaver's now caught up in the high side now. And Jesse Turner says, "I'll help," and he's going to move Batson to the lead. 4 laps to go. And here comes 75, Jesse Turner, as he'll move to the lead. Carter Friesen, 71 car, one of the rookies in the field. Could he possibly pull it off? And don't count William Brock out yet. Car number 4. And there's another rookie in the mix. That's Sean Arden, 13. And being pushed by Quentin Moore. Now Becca Tellier's caught up on the high side. It's now Jonathan Zorlin moves inside the 7 car. One of three pairs of cars in the field. It's got a pair of sponsors here. There's 2 XI cars, 2 Pennzoil cars, and 2 Quality Care cars in this field this season. Meantime, here comes Seth Cole in car number 98, moves inside. Friesen out in front, but here comes Sean Arden, number 13, to the inside. Looking for the lead. That's the only Ford Taurus in this field in this race. The other Taurus is in the 500. It will be the number 12 car of Rob Evans, who you'll see in the second race. Two laps to go. William Brock moves inside. Here comes Sean Art. He's going to follow him. And Brock in car number 4. He's going to move to the lead now. Brock started 19th in this race. And Quentin Moore's going to move up the track here. Here comes Seth Cole. He's going to cut in front of Johnny Gardner. And here comes Sean Ard for the lead. And he's going to get the push from Seth Cole. Sean Ard, the rookie in number 13 in his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series race, will lead him down for the white flag. He'll have 1 lap to go. To the start-finish line, white flag, 1 lap to go in the Gatorade Twin 125, race number 1. Now what's Seth Cole going to do? Car number 98, he's got Johnny Gardner and Dylan Poteet behind him. They come down the backstretch. Gardner slides to the inside lane. Nothing doing. Sean Ard is going to lead him in the third turn of the racetrack here. Now what Seth Cole going to do is Seth make a move out of turn number 4. Here they come. Off the 4 turn they come here. Seth Cole's going to stay behind him. And the rookie, Sean Ard, wins race number 1 of the Gatorade Twin 125s. Unbelievable. Sean Ard pulls a Jeff Gordon, 1993 that is, and wins his first race at Daytona in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And it's just a 125 qualifier, but still, what a showing by that number 13 car. So the finishing order will be like this here. Sean Ard wins. Seth Cole second. Third, Johnny Gardner. Dylan Poteet fourth. Fifth will go to William Brock. Sixth place to Mike Becker. Quentin Moore, Jesse Turner, Trent Dunham, Kat Batson, the top 10. Then Carter Friesen, Ben Crouch, Keith Batson, Tony Green, Cole Deaver, Jonathan Zordan, Becca Tellier, Ashlyn Boyd, Joshua Collar, Jay Jefferson, and Jessica Shelton. That's the finishing order in the first Gatorade Twin 125 qualifying race. So the vehicle comes on the pit road to complete their race, and the call comes out for the cars for race number 2 to be lined up on pit road. We'll have that action for you when we come back.
Frank, did you have any ignition problems?
Back at Daytona International Speedway, Daytona Beach, Florida, as we're set now for race number 2 of the Gatorade Twin 125s. We had an exciting race number 1, and of all people, a rookie wins race number 1 in Sean Ard. A first-time runner is actually a first-time winner, even though it doesn't count for points, but still tells you how strong that car was in the first Gatorade Twin 125 race. And you want rookies? Well, we got rookies. We got a bunch of them in this field here for race number 2. Even though veterans have the front row for this one too. And one of those is the outside pulser for the Daytona 500. That would be Kyle Matthews. And yes, like Shelton was supposed to at least, has an in-car camera in this one too. So there's the field lined up, 20 cars strong for this second race. And here's the starting lineup for race number 2 of the Gatorade Twin 125s. On the pole, it is Kyle Matthews in car 42, the Coors Light Silver Bullet, and he'll be alongside Phil Parker in car number 5, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Second row, it's Daniel Bouchard in car 30, the Pennzoil Pontiac, and the other Exide Batteries car, the Exide Batteries SKF Ford, car number 99, it's Levi McIntyre. Third row is the lone KB Enterprises car. It's Jason Haywood in the Square D Ford car number 81. And Dylan Young in car 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Going to row number 4, it's Austin Colano, another rookie in the Kmart RC Cola Federal Mogul Chevrolet. Kmart RC Cola Federal Mogul Ford, car 37. Trying to get that out of one breath. And he'll be alongside the Spam Mobile, the Spam Melling Ford, car number 9, and Zachary Fitzwater, the Flying Aussie. Going to the next row, it's car number 23, it's Paul Minnick, then the Smokin' Joe's Ford, car 23. And 3 numbers up, it's Nicholas Wade in the Quaker State Ford, car number 26. Next row down has car 77, Diego Yepes in the USA Air Jasper Engines Ford, And he'll be alongside car number 41, Peter Onjek, in the Kodiak Chevrolet car 41. Next row down has the other Ford Taurus. That's Rob Evans. We saw how fast the Taurus of Sean Ard was, so that may give some inspiration to Rob Evans, possibly. He's in the Mobile One Ford, and he'll be alongside Ryan George in the Quality Care Ford car number 15. Next row down has Ryan Brommer in car 17, the Western Auto Chevrolet, and he'll be alongside car number 10, the Tide Ford of Vince Almarigo. And going the next row down is Preston Plord in car 18, the Interstate Battery Chevrolet. He'll be switching back and forth from Chevrolet to Pontiac this season throughout select races. And he'll be alongside car number 97, Zach Winkle, in the John Deere Ford. And starting shotgun in the field, Charles Sanford in car 24, the DuPont Chevrolet, the same team that carried him to the championship in season 15. And he'll be alongside of the defending series champion Joshua Osborne in car 87, the Burger King Chevrolet. In-car cameras in this race will be carried by Kyle Matthews, Phil Parker, and Charles Sanford. That's the 3 in-car cameras for this event here today. And it'll be fun to watch Charles Sanford try to move his way up through the field from the 19th starting spot in today's event. So here comes the command to fire the engines for race number 2.
Drivers, start those engines!
So half the field is determined for the Daytona 500. The other half will be determined right now as they get set for 24 laps of this race as well. And if you remember, it'll be 30 for the Daytona 500. These Cup 98 cars, very, very strong, obviously. Actually, the Cup 98 cars look very, very good, I should say. The same format as you saw in race number 1, where if the pole sitter does not win the race, then the driver who wins the race starts third for the 500, which in this case will be Sean Ard. Well, it's the same format except it's the outside starters for in the original 500 qualifying. Kyle Matthews is the outside pole sitter for the 500. So if somebody but him wins the race, then he or she will be granted a fourth starting position for this event. Of course, if Kyle Matthews does win this race, then it will be obviously he'll keep his fourth starting position, or he'll keep his outside starting position. Outside pole starting position is what I'm trying to say here. So, sorry, I can't talk here. Field comes down for green flag racing. Pace car off on the pit road. This time, nobody breaks on the first before the green flag falls. We saw Jessica, as was what happened to Jessica Shelton in the first qualifying duel. As the green flag waves, we are underway in race number 2, the Gatorade Twin 125s. And this time, no problem befalls the outside pulls over to 500. Kyle Matthews as he'll pull ahead on the break, and with Bill Parker second position, now third spot is Daniel Bouchard, a rookie in this another one of hot rookies in this season. Like I said in the first race, that we'll have a hot rookie battle for the season, no question about it. And inside goes Phil Parker, car 5. He may not have won a race last season, but he is a proven threat to everybody for the win. Has not won a race since season 18, I believe, at Rockingham. And Phil Parker will lead his first lap of the race here. The first lap tied at 167.05 miles an hour. But they're just getting warmed up. This lap's going to be much faster. Nighttime racing at Daytona. Pretty tough to beat here as they come down the backstretch. Here comes Daniel Bouchard, another yellow car to the inside. And he's got a yellow and blue Square D Chevrolet behind him. That is Jason Haywood, the lone KB Enterprises machine. As they come off to number 4, Speed Shot. And Daniel Bouchard takes his Pennzoil Pontiac to the point as he has the lead right now, second lap at 191.067 miles an hour. Riding with Bill Parker in car number 5 up on the roof cam of the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. At last lap timed at 190.56 miles an hour for Phil Parker as they come off the second turn. Up front is the number 37 car. That is the car of Austin Colano, is out in front of this event. Let's look at let's check on the progress of Charles Sanford in car 24 as he has not yet moved his way up through the field. Not making much headway as he goes inside now. Tries to go inside Dylan Young in the 2 car. In the 10 car, Vince Almarigo. Down the backstretch he comes. Charles Samper running was clocked 15th the last time by. Now he was inside Dylan Young, and he's trying to move past Kyle Matthews in 42. As they're side by side now for the number. Let's see where he's at. Let's see where they're clocked at this time by. Samper this time by clocked in the 14th position and setting his fast lap of the race at 193 miles an hour even. So Austin Colano, car 37 out in front, and here comes number 23. That is the car of Paul Minnick as he moves inside of. As he moves inside, this is for the lead. Minnick out in front. Here comes Preston Plord in the 18 car. And does he lead this lap? No, he does not. Minnick does in the 23 machine. But Plord right there as he was inside. Zach Winkle driving a Ford Thunderbird in this event. That's a 1998 car on a 97 Thunderbird. Yes, there was such a thing back in 1998. But anyway. Going inside. Here comes Winkle's in second position now. And here comes 2 of our back row starters. Joshua Osborne and Charles Sanford. They have both made their way up to the field. Now Osborne up the 3rd. Sanford trying for the top 5 now. And here comes Vince Almarigo in the number 10 car as he was up the 4th position now as a freight train Paul Minnick on the outside of the racetrack. And here comes Zach Winkle for the lead in the 97 car. Seven laps into this event here, and here comes Vince Almarigo inside the 10 car. Getting the shove from Charles Sanford in 24. Sanford currently holds the fastest lap of the race at 193.615 miles an hour. This looks like the ride on the top of a car going 190 miles an hour here at Daytona, as Almerigo has the lead and Sanford keeps second position at the moment. Moving up to third right now is Ryan George in the 15 car, and now the 41 car, another one of the rookies. That is the car of Peter Onjack as he moves inside for the number. That's for the number 4 spot, I believe. And he's got another rookie behind him, another green car. That's Nicholas Wade in 26, the Quaker State Ford. This is the car. This is the last car ever campaigned by King Racing. That's a team that was owned by drag racer Kenny Bernstein. And this car, by the way, is a 95 Ford. Excuse me. And the fields got split up all of a sudden here. And what happened here? And there apparently is problems with the Preston Plord car. Yes, there is problems with the Preston Plord car. Oh, goodness. Preston Plord on pit road now. 65 miles an hour down pit road. And I'm not sure if this is an unscheduled pit stop or if it's going to be a situation where somebody's out of the race here. And Plord sitting on pit road at the moment, but that split the field up big time. Meantime, Vince Almerigo doing a good job keeping the lead here in the number 10 car, but here comes Nicholas Wade in 26 for the number 2 position, and actually has second, excuse me. But now some of the veterans are showing up, like Dylan Young in the number 2, and here comes Nicholas Wade in 26, and that car tested very fast here at Daytona. As he moves inside for the lead, he's going to get it on the backstretch here. But here comes Zachary Fitzwater in 9 and Dylan Young in number 2. And some of the other cars catching up here. Zach Winkle's in there. Kyle Matthews, the pole sitter for this duel, as he moves now back up to second. Moves back up within the top 5. 12 laps in, 12 laps to go, halfway home in race number 2. And so technically really 3/4 of the way home through the Gatorade Twin 125s. And now as Nicholas Wade out in front, the average speed after 12 laps, 189.986 miles an hour. And here comes Dylan Young to the inside, 3 wide. He Fitzwater and Wade as they go to the backstretch, or in the third turn, excuse me. And here comes number 97. That is Zach Winkle, and now Levi McIntyre moves his way, makes his presence felt. Rear bumper cam, Kyle Matthews' car. You can see the mirror full of the black and magenta car of the black and magenta pink the black and magenta XI Barry's car of Levi McIntyre. And now Matthews moves up in front of Zachary Fitzwater at number 9 as he goes in the backstretch in the third turn. Now moves back inside. Matthews to second. And up front goes Dylan Young in car number 2. 10 laps to go in race number 2 of the Gatorade Twin 125s. This pack consisting of 12 cars here, as the second pack is 4.3 seconds behind the leader, but truthfully, almost 4 seconds back of this pack. And here comes number 99, Levi McIntyre, who won the last time we was at Daytona at night for the Pepsi 400 last season. That was one of his 5 wins last season on the tour, and finished the season 3rd place in the points. McIntyre, a proud Buckeye from the state of Ohio. In second position, Dylan Young, the pride of Florida, out in front. Going to third spot right now, Peter Onjack, but that's not going to be last for long, because here comes Levi McIntyre. He's going to get the shove from Joshua Osborne, the defending series champion. Osborne trying for second now, and here comes number 17, Ryan Brommer, another rookie in the field. And he's trying to shove Osborne to the lead now, and nope, McIntyre's going to cut him off, and McIntyre takes the number 2 spot, or takes the lead, excuse me. And Dylan Young going backwards in that 2 car. Here comes McIntyre, leads. Osborne second. Third is Brommer. Fourth now, Charles Sanford in 24. And now Sanford's going to try to get the draft off the 17 of Ryan Brommer's car. And now Osborne's the one caught up in the middle now, caught up in the high side, excuse me, in 87. But now Sanford's now caught up in the middle of the lane now, as now here comes Ryan George in number 15, one of Kev Shearer's drivers. And Sanford and Osborne both getting freight trained back on the outside of the track. McIntyre keeps leading for the moment. Here comes Brommer, Ryan George, Vince Almarigo in the 10 car, runs in 4th position. And Ryan George takes a peek to the inside. He'll look for 2nd place. Almarigo's there, and here comes Zach Winkle in 97. And Nicholas Wade back at it again another time. Peter Onjack in 41. And Kyle Matthews in 42. And there's the second pack of cars right there, involving Daniel Bouchard is in there. Diego Yepes in the 77 car. 37 of Austin Colano, and Jason Haywood in 81, and Phil Parker, the outside pole sitter for this duel, in 16th position right now. He's the 4th car in line. And that's what it looks like from Phil Parker's machine, as he and 4 others are in this pack of cars here. That is actually now almost 4 seconds back of the tail end of the first pack. Or to be technical, they are 4.78 seconds. They're 3.78 seconds back from the tail end of the pack. And then there's a remainder right there. Rob Evans will not make it 2 for 2 for the Taurus, as he's in 18th position. 19th right now is Paul Minnick. And Preston Plord back out on the racetrack finally. He's in 20th position, but he is 1 lap down. Good look at the pace car right there. Meantime, there's 4 laps to go in the Gatorade Twin 125's race number 2. Ryan George, car 15 out in front now. He's got Nicholas Wade in 26 behind him in 2nd position. 3rd is now Peter Onjack in 41. As they come down the back stretch here comes number 9. That's Zachary Fitzwater. He and Dylan Young still hooked up. And here comes Nicholas Wade to the inside in that vivid green 26. I will assure you, though, when we get back to doing like Aero 88 or Cup 90, this car will be a Buick again, obviously. Three laps to go. Here comes Peter Onjack in 41. We had a rookie win the first race there with Sean Ard. Can we see another rookie win here in the second race? Can rookie sweep the duels possibly? Here, this is the second time. This is the second season we've done the duels here in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, obviously. And I don't know. I don't know if we'll see the improbable or not. And here comes number 9, Fitzwater. He's going to try to break up that rookie tandem in the front. 2 laps to go, and here comes Fitzwater. He's broken up that rookie tandem. He moves inside. Dylan Young moved to the outside, trying to help the 41 car, Peter Onjack, but that's not going to work. And now suddenly we got Fitzwater in this mix. Osborne, Sanford. Those cars have been in this mix of cars here. As Sanford moves inside of Osborne, looking for position. And it will be the white flag this time by Nicholas Wade in car 26 out in front. Fitz trying to hold off the likes of Fitzwater, Osborne, and Sanford. And a lap car up ahead in Preston Ford. I don't think it's going to be a factor in this one. White flag, 1 lap to go in race number 2 of the Gatorade Twin 125s. Up in front, Nicholas Wade deploys first. Second is Fitzwater. Third is Osborne. Backstretch now. What are you going to do? Osborne looks inside. Here comes... They're going to hang Fitzwater out to dry. Osborne to second. Now he moves inside of Nicholas Wade. Looking for the number 2. Looking for the lead. Possibly for the win as they come off turn number 4. Nobody made a move in the last race on the 4th turn. And no move made again. Another rookie, Nicholas Wade, wins Gatorade Twin 125 race number 2. Unbelievable. Rookies have swept the duels at Daytona International Speedway. Sean Ard won the first race, and now Nicholas Wade wins race number 2. The Quaker State Ford car number 26 takes the win. He beats Joshua Osborne, Charles Sanford, and Zachary Fitzwater, who finishes 5th, with Ryan Brommer, another rookie, finishing in 4th. Well, I tell you what, if this is a sign for the season, the veterans are in deep you-know-what here this season. Oh, my goodness. Rookies lit up the stage at Daytona without question. Average speed of 191, 122. And there's your finishing order. Nicholas Wade, Joshua Osborne, Charles Sanford, Ryan Brommer, Fitzwater, Almarigo, Onjack, Matthews, Young, and McIntyre, the top 10. Then Ryan George, Zach Winkle, Haywood, Colano, Parker, Yepes, Bouchard, Evans, Minnick, and Plord, the finishing order in the top 20 in the Gatorade 2125. Race number 2. So the duels have been completed. Boy, just some excellent racing we saw here today. And the Cup 98 mod looks to be pretty efficient, I guess you might say, this season. So that's the story for race number. So that's the story for the Gatorade Twin 125. Sean Ard wins race number 1. He'll start 3rd. And Nicholas Wade wins race number 2. He'll start 4th for the Daytona 500. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NR vs. Gaming videos. Whatever president of the NNSCRA Technical Desires for his channel, and be sure to check out Seth's series, which is hot and hit, which is in full swing right now. as check out Seth's Last of Us Light series, the Coors Light Truck series, the Pizza Hut X series, and and the Hershey's Cup Series. Please be sure to check those races out. And I'll assure you, Seth's races are a whole heck of a lot better than mine are. But anyway, we got everything. We got everything on the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, and please be sure to subscribe to it as well. So that will do it for the Gatorade Twin 125. So 500 lineup will be provided for you at the end of this video. So for now, this is James Qualson in the production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?